Well, bam. Okay. What's up? Hello, hello. You did finally make it to one after a while. Hello, Haruna. Oh, crushing the like button before we even begin! The hell? Just realized Junko has a crazy long neck. She does! Good lord. Captain Neck over here. Alright, let's do this. We have, I don't know how long I'll be able to get this. I don't know if I'll be able to get this done all in one go, but that's the goal. So, for those of you who may have not realized, I did do 2 videos prior to this live stream. And, we did get to the point where Sakura is indeed super freaking dead. As you can clearly tell from here, she is beyond dead. And person guarding the body is going to be Kyoko and I think Hina. And then it's going to be me and Byakuya who's pretty much going to be running the investigation throughout the whole thing. So this is going to be pretty interesting. Because I think I worked with him in the case last time. But let's start looking at some stuff. Have some fun. By the way, just for the record before we actually do officially begin. Big shout out again to Cry Zeros for the Kuno, that you can see in the thumbnail, and of course also the new and most definitely improved looking Hikari, who was done by the also very talented Omiza Somi. Both are in the description. Both are open for commissions right now if you guys want to or know anyone who does want to. Be sure to go hit them up or give them a follow on Twitter because I'm sure they would really appreciate that as well. So with that being said, let's hop in here. Sakura, yeah, she did. She super did. I literally just found out at the last video of part 9. My part 9. This looks like some kind of wrapper. Huh? Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much? But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. Oh, now calm down, Hina. We just started the investigation. Relax. But now they've lost all their flavor. Oh. Well. We just took a very, very somber turn. Thank you very much, Hina. Then again, I feel bad for you because I was your best friend, but nonetheless, you were still a stupid bitch. Guess they snuck up on her with steel chains, otherwise they would have Hadoukened them to pieces. Oh, Sakura would have Hadoukened them? Yeah. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Or maybe that's the murder weapon, I don't know. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. Oh, it's a chess piece. It's a Monokuma chess piece. It's a Monokuma figure. I mean, basically what I just said. Figure on the floor has been added to... Yeah, okay. Well, look at that. There's a lot of them over there. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there are some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those inside the bottles? Or maybe we could be like, oh, they're connected to the other one we found on the floor. But, you know, Makoto's like, how exactly did I know? Well, how exactly did they get him in there? Like, really, that's really not what's important here. It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? Whoops. I'm dumb. You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh, yeah, maybe I have.
In other words.
So this is the Monokuma version of that. Wait, this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. A Monokuma in a bottle. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? There you go. Tiny brain from Makoto starting to process a little bit here. The shards of glass in the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Alright. There's a lot of damn handprints on here. Huh? The locker's open, and they're on the inside. It's a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker, and it left a handprint in with all the dust. True. Looks like quite... My God. I just got off work, too, so brain cells aren't working 100% capacity right now. And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locker room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Why not? Wow. Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh, yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
Also, don't you think they would have noticed, like, right off the bat? Like, oh, someone just popped out of the freaking locker. Being a detective would be pretty cool. So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. We need that old school cartoon effect where it zooms in on his head and shows a hamster running in one of those exercise wheels. Makoto's brain's slowly starting to work. I like that. That's good. What does this handprint mean? The hamster is his one tiny brain cell. How this man has been able to solve so many crimes so far, I will be amazed. There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why not? Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf bloodstain has been added. Anything around here? Anything else? I guess I should ask about Hina and her point of things. We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Am I wrong? Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually, she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma files said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry and that she wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. Oh my God, freaking waterworks again. If I'd stopped her by force even, this would never have happened. You would have not been able to stop that girl by force. It's impossible to not have regrets, I know. This girl really thinking, I could have stopped her. You're wrong. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Kyoko!
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist. Strong in body, mind, and soul. And spirit, excuse me. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wondered, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Oh, alright, so I guess that's it. Don't worry, Aoi. The best you can do is solve the case for her sake. She ain't gonna do nothing. She's gonna keep throwing accusations out. Before it was probably like no one, and Monokuma actually ended up doing it. Or Aoi herself did it, which would actually be a pretty cool plot twist, actually. I would kind of like that. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So,
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me. Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. Well, she must have gotten this from the chem lab.
Just a
Oh. The hamster wheel is spinning in my head. I believe. Because wasn't there, like, not so great stuff in there, if I'm not mistaken? Or maybe they concocted something to put in, maybe in her protein drink. Maybe she was poisoned. But then again, it doesn't really explain the bottle then, and the blood. Unless she coughed it up or something. But that's strange. Huh? What
Hey.
is? See what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must have been part of the window I broke to get inside. But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Oh, I see what she's saying. Why does that matter?
So,
I can't say for sure yet. We are probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it will become an important clue later on. Important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Come on, man! Elementary, my dear Makoto. I was about to say Kyoko. But, elementary, my dear Makoto. What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. And it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. You know, it's weird, but, like, even though he's, like, the most kind of, like, not scum... I wouldn't say scummy, but the most dickish of characters, I actually feel like he really doesn't, like, really have much heart to kill someone. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, or there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window. Which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Alright, so can we leave now? Or is there still some stuff we... Alright, I guess we can't leave yet. Maybe we have to keep talking to someone. Or maybe I missed something. Did I miss anything? Oh, did I look at the magazines? That same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines in here. I wouldn't say I'm a good detective, but you know, I do my best. I play a lot of like these kind of games, so it kind of eventually just grows on a person. I played a lot of Sherlock Holmes games. I played a lot of other mystery games. They're fun. I love those kinds of games. All right, I guess it was not that important then. All right, let's see if Kyoko has anything to say. Talking about it. Okay, I think she's just... Yeah, she just repeated herself. Can Byakuya go next because reasons? What? What do you have against Byakuya? All right, same old crap. I get it. Blah, blah, blah. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I could see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? Her protein shake! I'm assuming. The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura's body. Maybe her getting hit in the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. The protein shake. All right, can I leave now? Like, I think I investigated everything. I guess I just forgot to investigate her. Okay, yeah, all right, whatever. Just want to make sure. Should we talk to Kyoko again? Nope. I'll just talk to Byakuya again.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Make me repeat myself? Yes, I did receive a note. Blah, 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 blah. Of course not. I ripped it. Okay. Okay. Oh, you got anything to say? All right, same old crap. Go. Where do I go? What's up, Arcane?
So...
Yes, we already read all that. Yes, 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 yes. What the hell? What the hell else am I supposed to look at here? There's a glass, get it around the block, blah, 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 bit of bottle, and on top of that, it's a Monokuma figure that fits the palm of my hand. Please. Oh, yeah, fucking cry me a river. Get over it. Door to locker is wide open, and inside, there's a handprint.
So...
Alright, same old conversation again. Yes, we saw that flashback already. Where am I going? There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Okay, yeah, same thing. Okay, yeah, yep. Oh, wait, maybe if I just hit circle. To examine the crime scene. What? What else is there to examine, damn it? Different magazines here. The blood? What do you want from me? Hello? Blood stained on the magazine shelf. It must have been... that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? I'm going to eviscerate the world. Is there like multiple things to examine her? Oh, she's got one examination thing. Oh wait, the clock? It's the only other thing I haven't examined. It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12 noon. So roughly an hour ago. How much have you missed? Honestly, not much. I've been in this room for probably 18 minutes. Not because I was really lost, but mostly just because there's just a lot of talking. So pretty much just going over the investigation right now. And this is the early stage. Is that when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? All right. Is there anything?
Hey.
God. Yes. We already read that. Let me guess. Don't repeat myself. Yes. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Hina?
What the heck?
Okay. This is... What else am I missing? I looked at everything right here, I think. Can I just leave? Wait. I swear to God, if it's the chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. Thank you again, Captain Obvious. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. This man's on a roll. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Okay. Thank you. That has to be everything. Well, Makoto, have you finished your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
Then.
then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't
Listen
leave.
to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. Please don't do this to me. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I have to go talk to the others. The other 2 people. 2 whole people. Remember when we started off with like... Oh, it was well over 10 at least. Like 16, 15? I'm starting to think that like Sakura killed herself. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Alright, there we go. God's sake. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. What? How you gonna just leave the whole area? Like, help us look around. Like how Jade and MK is just there as an emotional anchor for Katana. Doesn't really have any goals of her own. Well, I think everyone really does have like their own goals and stuff in this game. It's just you really got to find out like what they are at times just by spending time with them. I press the doorbell. Ding dong. And after a few seconds, oh, is it the weird thing again? Sure enough, here we go.
Who's there?
Very quiet. Most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
Didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something? I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. That ain't a good sign if you acting like that.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. She wanted to meet with Master too? I forgot she says that to him. About him, Master. I just said 2, didn't I? I guess it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't want to go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Well, honestly, I feel like Toko is 100% in the clear. One, because I actually do believe her, because when she's Toko, she's an absolute pussy. When she is Genocide Jill or Jack or whatever, I think Jack only really has, like... What's the word I'm looking for here? She only kills, like, boys, doesn't she? I don't think she really cares about Sakura, not to mention she doesn't really, like... I think she has, like, she only has a set amount of targets, which is, I think, younger boys or something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just attractive boys. I don't remember what it was. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Yeah, I think Toko's in the clear. However, I honestly really don't think Toko has it in her to even do anything to kill people. He's just an annoying little Scrooge. I pressed the doorbell. Ding dong. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. About how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How did you know about that? Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one who she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. Ah, idiot. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well... When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person. And she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura? No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. The big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh?
What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his
Hey,
pocket.
come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Hiro would get along with Rose and Minette in Street Fighter. I don't really know that much about the Street Fighter characters. I know, like, Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Honda. I think that's about it. Oh, and what's that weird guy's with the claws? Bega? Is that his name? Those are Street Fighter characters, right? Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that it was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Did you see how he reacted? It's the candy wrapper. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, again, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab, excuse me. So where should I start? The chem lab, obviously. That's like numero uno, number one, must do right now. So let's head over to the chem room. Or the chem lab, excuse me. Yeah, I feel like it's, even though, like, I get it, the reason why they call her Ogre is because she's just big, intimidating, and everything. She's Shrek. But, kind of insulting, unless she was okay with that name. Unless she was personally okay with that name, I'm like, damn, that's like kind of a slap in the face to her. I'm like, she's a big, intimidating girl, don't get me wrong, but she has feelings. Give the girl a break. Wonder how these students would handle Murder World? I think you're already figuring out how they would handle it. All right, so is this where the rec room is? Is this where the chem lab is, too? Or is that... No, that's the physics lab. I don't need the physics lab. I need the next floor. Where's the next floor? I need stairs. I know I can fast travel, but we're going the old-fashioned way. Are the stairs this way? All right, I was wrong. All right, well, when in doubt, screw it. Just go not the old-fashioned way and go to this floor, I think it was. I think this is right. I think the lab's up here, right? Oh, yeah, I forgot about this room. Rattle, rattle. All right. Thought I'd try. Thought I'd give it a shot. Chem lab. Go chem it up. Ogres have layers. Oh, he's already here. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. I'm gonna kick you right in the balls. Ooh, that doesn't look great. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. It's full of chemicals. Who cares? I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. Okay. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? Thank you. I have to take care of I have to be careful not to step in it. God damn. All right. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where the powder came from? Yes, you had some stupid, really dumb questions, Makoto. Who mentioned the hamster wheel in his head? It's not real. I think the hamster's on break right now. It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. I haven't played Street Fighter since 2, I think. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled. That's right. It could have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. C. Oh, it's got a skull on it? Ooh, it's got a skull on it. These are footprints? They're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. You and your big goddamn idiotic mouth. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. He really walked into that one, so I got to work, and before long I draw up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. Me?
See.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
Certainly
Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. Couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see, your foot do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? Unfortunately? But with how clear these footprints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Anime characters, they're only dumb when it matters most. Then these footprints are a really valuable clue. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder. All right, we've kind of gotten the fact that there's yellow powder, all right? We get it. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. Already investigated that. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also looks like someone left the footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the footprints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. Yes. Okay, we got that already. For the Byakuya, the powder would have had been spilled around the time of the incident. How did that happen, then? If they were only on the left side of the shelf... Well, obviously it happened before that fact. Now that I think about it. It must have happened before that person went to the left shelf because there were already footprints there from that, unless, I don't know, that was some weird-ass way of, like, being able to reveal footprints by using that powder or something. That's all I can tell for now. Byakuya checking Makoto's foot size. Didn't think he went that way. So on this shelf it looks like a bunch of chemicals that have no idea, that I have no idea what they are. Amen to that. They're reagents. Never mind, I know them now. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
Fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which, I suppose, suits you well. Kick you in the balls! Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now, I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. No, I was assuming they were section D. Dumbass. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. This one really catches my eye because this is where the deadly kind of like stuff is. And I think there's more with the crossbone on them. Yeah, you can see on the second shelf to the left, on the left door there, you can definitely see that that's probably a skull and crossbone again. So this is like poisonous stuff. On this shelf is one look, and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. He might have mentioned that in a previous part, but I actually honestly don't remember. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I was thinking of, but instead, maybe, just possibly, they could be section G. Dumbass. Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the container... Okay, yeah. Okay, we get it. Section A. But wait. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Did someone have put it here on accident? I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements. Section B has reagents. And Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. What concerns me is that in Section A, there was a bottle with a label from Section C. Good lord. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. Chem lab shelf has been added to the truth bullet section of my handbook. Excuse me. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Alright. See you later! Wait, should I talk to Byakuya real quick, just in case?
See.
Makoto, I admit you have good eye for spotting useful clues. But you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. Okay, boss. Oh, it's the upstairs. I don't need that. I need to go downstairs. So, I'm still not 100% certain, but is it possible she poisoned herself? She just suicided? Lethal chemicals are just here because reasons. Well, I mean, it's the twisted thing about this school. You're all meant to kill each other, pretty much. Or at least that's what Monokuma wants you to do. Or live out the rest of your lives here. But let's be real here. He just wants you to kill each other and then execute the killer. Or execute all of you if you get the person wrong. So Makoto, how's your investigation going? Kyoko and Toko and Hiro had... Oh, what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. It's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. I feel like it's Hiro. He's acting very weird. And he had the same kind of wrapper and everything as Sakura did. Or Hina, whoever had that wrapper on the floor. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. It's really used to. Although there are still sometimes. Can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
Oh, is it? No, I think it did. Did it? Coming now. Oh, it's good? You gotta give me a yes in all caps with 2 exclamation marks to let me know that we're good. That way I know. Before I move on. Just let me know just in case. I just want to make sure, before I move on, that we good. And you know it. You know we gotta have a hiccup when we do these every time, so... It did sign me out of the chat for Streamlabs, though. Try to sign back in, but I don't think it'll let me. No, it didn't. Oh well, that's fine. I don't need to type in the chat. Alright. Then we will continue. That's totally normal. Then how can you... I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. You goddamn weirdo. Though I imagine she's just like the ultimate detective or some crap like that. I imagine that's why it's so easy for her. Sorry, never mind. More importantly, look here. Oh, it's the powder. Her shoes? You see that yellow powder on her instep? Hey, Kuru. Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
I do like how they subverted the trope of Piccolo rescuing Gohan from certain death for every movie up to that point. Oh. He really does, actually. You're not wrong. The powder is clue number 1. It is, because we ran into yellow powder before. And it's on her foot. Interesting. Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It seems...
Please do. I don't want to work with Makoto's tiny pea brain. It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow. Is someone messaging me on... Okay, never mind. We're good. It would... Okay, yeah, I read that. But instead, received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing. Both her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
True.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Maybe I could have if I got the chance. So she said the bottles, right? I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new. Something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful. Damn it! I hit X too many times. Hang on. How do I go back? Wait, how do I read the text that you just read me? The triangle? No, it's not triangle. Not that either. Ah, here we go. There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. Correlation. Correlation. Hey, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is? I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come up with their own conclusions so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree? What? Well, I want to know. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway.
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces, too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. That obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
then.
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I'd better just do it. I took the broom and the dustpan and got to work, collecting all the broken bottles pieces. Just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
So then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we
in
doing?
other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected in one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It makes sense when we're done. Okay.
listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the normal Monokuma bottles. Okay. Even, pretty much, I think. It's
In
balanced.
other words,
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the
so
weight.
then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be good lord. Okay, either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here
so
and there.
then,
Okay, then let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew
Bum,
it.
bum, bum. Just as I thought.
In other
What?
words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles, put it all together, and I believe you will arrive to the very one persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. And then she said the magazine thing, I think. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
If someone catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters, and it said, Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this...
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. Dying message.
however,
Nah, I don't believe it still. I still think Toko's in the clear. But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
Forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me feel much more suspicious. I know Kyoko's purple eyes are tempting, but don't forget your... Oh. Man. You're right. My bad. Oh, is it time? We've been going about 46 minutes anyway, so that makes sense. Yeah?
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I?
What if Toko sneezed off screen?
Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right?
All right, let's get it
Please
done.
go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Okay. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. There you go. Let's save, because we've been doing this for about 40-something minutes now. Then we can now do the trial. Who do I think did it? Honestly, Hiro seems the most suspect, but I really don't know. I feel like Sakura killed herself or something. She had the same powder with that deadly chemical on her foot. Trying to put it all together. When did Hina give her the candy? Also. I can't remember right off the top of my head. I don't know why. I get the feeling that Sakura either was getting killed or poisoned or something, but she just accepted the death and didn't want anyone to, like, stop her so they could all, like, I guess maybe be friends again and work together or some crap. I don't know. Or maybe it was Hiro, but I honestly don't think it was Hiro. I feel like he actually is, like, maybe he did something, but I don't feel like he killed her. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then... Bear! The ultimate martial artist! A locked room murder mystery. What the... Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. All right, everyone, give me your best emoticons right now. What is your favorite emoticon to use? Tell me right now. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. Laughing face. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in the sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? Oh, he's right. That does make it seem sad.
I can't
Now
wait.
then, please get on the elevator. That's adorable. I'll see you all down there. Oh, what the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? It's because she's ugly, isn't it? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. It was stronger than anyone I know. And yet someone killed her. Bump, bump, ba-dum! And that person is here? That person is one of us? Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator. But with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. I'm just checking something real quick. Okay. We watched the doors close and felt it began its sinister descent. Always starting to annoy me. She just points the fingers and gives no backup to her arguments. I thought she was annoying from the very beginning. Honestly, I never really was that big of a fan of Hina. The elevator lowered, uttering its two familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Why are we in a goddamn pyramid? Just 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault that we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely? Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Oh, I forget it actually does save it, like, there. Do I even have any skills? Lost in Thought. I think that's it, isn't it? Oh, no, I guess I have more. I think that was it. Just Lost in Thought, yeah. And then I have all this stuff as well. Alright, so let's see what Lost in Thought is. Increase the time limit for each phase. Effective during the class trial. Okay. Let's just go over stuff we don't... Oh, never mind. Finish preparation. Let's just get in here. Let's get this done. I really want to move on to the other 2 games that I bought.
With a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
I'm just glad I get a break now from having to read too much. I don't have to read when, like, Makoto's thinking, but that's fine. That's not as bad as reading every single possible thing on here.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
It was you!
Now then, where to begin?
I don't know. Where?
We already know who did it.
What?
Oh, deja vu.
Damn it. I really was hoping it was gonna go, what?
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
So really, either she's trying to pass blame because she somehow actually did manage to kill Sakura, or she's just really that fucking stupid. Either way, Hina really is becoming an annoying character. My man! Speaking facts.
I had nothing to do with it.
Had nothing to do with it.
I don't know why I'm mocking her. I feel like she actually didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'd never kill someone. No way.
He's like 10%.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
She's like a higher percentage than him. And then my biggest percentage is Sakura killing herself. Or letting herself die or whatever. I don't really seem sure that one of those three is the killer. But she must have done some... She must have some reasoning for believing that. Aside from everyone just, like, giving her the absolute crap. I don't know. I think she's just passing blame and being a bitch. That's just my personal opinion, at least. She annoying as... Really. Like, really, really. Alright. Right. Let's see. What's her reasoning for believing that? Make your statement. Always account. How do you fire this thing again? I forgot how to fire this thing. Hang on. Ah! I found out it was triangle.
You killed Sakura.
Alright, it's all good. Alright, okay, I remember the buttons now. And this is for... Okay, we're good, we're good.
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
That's not wrong, so I'll keep that.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
I think...
Low.
Oh!
That's about as low
Missed.
as you can get.
Okay, yeah, so it's not the hate thing. They all do hate her. So I actually think it's what Hiro said. Alright.
It was one of you. One of you killed...
And what reason did
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That doesn't make
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Shut up!
No, he's wrong.
Hey, look at my big brain. Big brain. Big brain boy.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Sakura should have went out, like... Roa and uppercut her soul into the heavens? Oh.
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
Why is the dialogue, like, quieter than the music? That's like a Sonic Adventures thing. Like, you can't even hear what they're saying because the music at times is too loud or the voices are just too quiet. Can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. And does that mean one of them did it? We're going back into it. All right. Pocket trash. Oh, this is Hiro. Okay. Immediately.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
No, I think he was being honest.
Yeah, same here.
You, on the other hand!
No, he's wrong.
This music's still really dope, though, I will admit.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
He don't get fucked
Since
now.
we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy.
Sonic Adventure sound mixing is actual AIDS, and it somehow got worse with each re-release. It did, yes. I have the, I think it's either the 360 version or the Xbox One. It's horrible. That should be a game. Why hasn't someone suggested that game to me? I'm actually kind of disappointed. Because you know me, like, even though there's a lot of popular opinions of like games sucking, I would still play like the sucky game sometimes. Most of the time. I mean, hell, I play Dynasty Warriors 9 and 6 sometimes. For recording purposes, actually never off camera. Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. I forgot you read that already, but I just wanted to make sure I read it.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Unless that's where she wrote the note.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right. Because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is... Sakura loves candy that she wants to share. What? Hiro got the candy from Hina. When Sakura got that candy,
I got it!
I guess.
I'm
Oh,
not
I
sure
got
about
it!
that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it.
Damn it!
I mean, what I meant was, oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Wow.
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
Even though I at times don't like Hiro, he's still probably one of the better characters in this game, so I kind of hope it's not him.
It's not just normal hostility.
And Toko.
You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
No, you!
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shining message even
At the
be?
scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right?
Oh. I'm starting to think that he's the one who wrote the message there.
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found
Oh.
Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime.
He wrote it in the thing. I know it now.
So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. When Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was under the magazine shelf? I don't remember. Oh yeah, it was just on the magazine shelf. I don't know. I was looking for like the upside down option, but I was like, oh, there isn't one. I'm confused.
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
You're Hiro. Nothing ever makes sense. There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Okay.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
Oh, I actually forgot that's a thing.
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I
Wait,
pulled it
I think
out,
that one.
I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Said he saw the dying message when he first found the body. At the same time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Woo!
No, it's wrong.
Saved it. We're good. I forgot about absorption
Sakura's
bullets and all
body
that.
was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby.
It just didn't really feel like the right option. So I was like, maybe I can absorb. They tried to make it seem like Lost World's selling point was the parkour system, but they threw in so many Wii U gimmicks and one-off gameplay styles that you don't even realize, don't really use it. Good
That's
lord.
where Kyoko
English.
found it, after we
Oh,
begun
God, my
the
eye.
investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
No.
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
No, that doesn't help your case there, pal. Without a doubt? No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, no! Wow, is this already happening?
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
Ain't not.
The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
What does the occult have to do with this, you loon?
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30.
Wait, I forgot how to do it. I know there's a thing to make it good for me and not for him. Reload fever time, R1.
80% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right.
Shut up.
Show me the proof.
This should
Eat
prove it.
crap. I almost forgot how to do
I'm
it.
completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Pure dumbass.
Say what?
Then who did write it?
Hiro!
Could very well have written it himself.
Thank you.
That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as
Shut
much.
up.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
My 10% brain was maybe right. You're admitting to killing her?
Just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure. Thanks.
That's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape.
I feel like that's too easy. Like, I'm starting to think he was the one who beat her with the bottle, but she still was poisoned, so it technically wasn't him that killed her. Unless the cough up, because I'm assuming the coughing up blood was from her protein shake, which was poisoned. So I'm not thinking it was him, personally.
So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
That doesn't what about the locker? Who was in the locker then?
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
Girl, shut up. You need to calm the tits. And you just need to collect yourself. Because I'm really thinking he ain't the one who did it.
Ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
Shut up.
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
I mean, regardless, if you have a giant intimidating person right here and they're going to say, this is it, I'm going to end it. And if you're in the situation that they're in with a crazy school and your mind ends up getting really kind of fucked, then yeah, I mean, some people's first reaction will be, God damn it, they're thinking they're going to kill me, and then he's going to smash a bottle against her head. So, me personally, I don't know if I would do that because I've never been in that situation. But if you're someone who's in that situation, I would imagine that you would probably maybe do something similar to that. Because when you're already like having death all around you and everything, you never know what's going to happen. He probably also did it without even thinking, like, completely, like, instead of asking her, like, crap, she's going to kill me. So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? Why he didn't use Sakura's finger? No. Why he picked Toko? Why the magazine was hidden? I got it!
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
Oh, we're getting some answers
He's
now.
lying. He's gotta be lying.
Oh, I think we found our locker person.
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Wait a minute. It's coming to me now. All right.
Then he's not lying?
No, God.
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf.
I'm starting to get the hamster is running in my head right now. The wheel's turning. I really actually feel like it was either Byakuya or Toko. Probably didn't kill Sakura, but probably hid the magazine so they probably couldn't get framed. So actually it makes sense that it would be Toko. Unless Sakura hid it herself. But apparently she was already limp. And everything. So I think the blow to the head might have like maybe made it go faster or something like that. But I still think she was poisoned, and I don't think Hiro was the one that technically ended up getting the killing blow. Maybe it was Toko who actually was hiding in the locker room or something, and probably saw much of it go down.
In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
So if anyone were to hide that, she would have the most to gain or lose from that. So she probably hid that magazine. Did a shit job of doing it, but I mean, hey.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Yep, and that means it was Toko, yep. Someone who wouldn't like what had been written. There was only one choice. Toko! Kyoko.
It had to be Toko, right?
Bada boom chaka bow.
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
If there were two people there.
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Things are starting to come together for me.
Why would I have...
I still don't think anyone, like, killed her due to a blow to the head, but it does make me think about who was related to the crime scene, at least.
Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did
right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
Aha!
Are you serious? That's just... I don't believe it!
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
Okay. We haven't reached the end of this case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. And I have proof to that. I have to prove that, excuse me. Wow. I have proof to that. Oh, no!
I didn't want to, but...
How do I swap them? That wasn't it. Wait! I forgot how to swap the things. How do I change bullets? Oh, L1.
I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf
I think it's
nearby,
gonna be that one.
and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Oh!
No,
I get the
wrong.
feeling Sakura wasn't actually dead. Spooked Toko. And then there was
Sakura
another
died
bottle
from
that
Hiro's
Toko
single
probably
blow.
hid, but didn't get rid of
That
all
doesn't
the shards,
explain
which is
why
why the
she had
bottle was
2
heavier than the
head
other bottle. Brain's working right now. Brain's getting fat. Anyway, if Sakura, why did she have 2 hit wounds?
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds.
Brain's
on her head.
getting real fat right now. I'm getting it.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But yeah, just so I don't like confuse anyone. So what I was saying was, Toko was probably there witnessing the whole thing happen. So you saw Hiro probably nail her in the head with the bottle, but then Hiro bolted out after writing the death message and all that stuff. Made it very clearly obvious where it was. And then Toko came out of the thing, moved, probably went to hide the magazine, got spooked because Sakura probably wasn't dead, and then bashed her on the head with another bottle, took a lot of the remnants of that bottle, and then, but still missed a couple bits, and then left the room herself, but didn't leave, but because she only brought probably a majority of the glass shards, that's why when we put it on the scale, it was heavier. So technically, it was 2 bottles. Fat brain.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious.
Oh, because there was
about
also
these
2
bottles.
spaces missing as well. Yep. Fat brain.
Once
Fat
you
noggin.
understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
Aha!
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
Fucking science, bitch. With weights and stuff. That's science, right? Or no, more like math, I suppose. It's a mixture. Because wasn't that also what Byakuya was saying too? Knowing about science and mathematics. He was hinting at it.
That's easy.
Elementary, my dear Toko.
If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
correlation between the Monokuma bottles. I feel it's starting to become clear. That connection must be... It's the object that the Monokuma figure inside each bottle is holding. Oh, it's a chess piece. Yeah. We're reaching the end, I believe. Hopefully. Oh, hop off my ass. Oh, it just says chess piece. Okay. So I need a C. How do I do this again? Is it... Okay, there we go. Now I need an E. I need an S. I need an S. I need an S. Yes. Now I need a P. Ah! Idiot. I didn't mean to do that. I hit it too many times. I need an E? E. Where's an E? Hell yeah. I need an E. Hell yeah. Now I understand.
Now I understand. That's it. The chess pieces.
If you know what happens, don't spoil. Unless you don't know about this game, then you're more than welcome to give your side of things. But if you looked it up, or if you do know it, no spoilers to other people, because some people actually in this chat have not watched Danganronpa, myself included. I want to know if I'm right, but I want to know from like the game. So yeah, just clear warning. If anyone does actually end up like knows the stuff and does spoilers, don't do it obviously. But if you're new to it and you're just like brainstorming like I am, then you are more than welcome to let me know in the comments or in the chat, of course. Play this so rip.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
I imagine I'm on the right track, Arcane, because you did say I was a smart boy for that. So I think you hinted at me, accidental, of course, if that was the case. But I guess I'm just good at reading at those kind of situations. But I'm assuming I'm on the right track then. If you said I'm a smart boy. Also, Kristen is also, as you can clearly tell from her picture, she is a big fan of Danganronpa as well. So when she said fat brain, I'm assuming that I'm getting this right. So yay me, if it is, unless you all are trolling me. Don't do that. I'm kidding. You can if you want.
I definitely remember seeing each of those.
No, Ray, you haven't spoiled anything. You're fine. You're doing good, boy. Don't worry. Not saying who they is, though. King, Rock, Bishop, Pawn.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knife, if I remember.
So, what's that mean, matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain.
Dumb
In
bitch!
chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and
pawn.
What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
This soundtrack is dope, though. I love the soundtrack to this game.
And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
So, like, Makoto and everyone is like, they're like on Team Hope or something, right? I at least have heard about that stuff. Like, I don't know much about that, but everyone just mentions Hope when they mention Makoto. So the reason why we don't have a Danganronpa OC of mine here, it's that we have Hikari. One, because I wanted to show off the artwork that Omiza did, because god damn does that Hikari look great. But also, Hikari is known as the hybrid of Hope, so I thought this would be very perfect.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Shut your dumbass. No, I can't help it. That was really... shut up,
Yeah.
Hiro.
Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case.
You're wrong.
That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, then the bottle that was missing... It was excited. It was broken. I got it.
The bottle must have been broken.
Yeah.
What makes you so sure?
The extra shard pieces that you left behind, idiot.
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right.
You were with
We
us, you
found
idiot.
evidence that shows there was more than
God.
just one broken bottle at the scene.
Who likes Hina? Like, really? Like, she sucks. She was with us when we did it.
And what is this evidence?
It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves that is Kyoko and I figured it out before. All right. It was the Monokuma bottle experiment.
I got it!
I got it!
Earlier, Kyoko and I
The
did
bottle
a
was so
little
excited, it
experiment.
just shattered all over the place. He's like,
We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
aha.
And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that
Is that a broken bottle, or are you happy to see me? But if you do like Hina, then that's all power to you. I personally don't like Hina that much. She's kind of an idiot.
there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Yeah, if you do like Hina, don't worry. I'm not going to give you shit for it. I personally don't like Hina right now. She's just really annoying, especially in this case.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did,
Ow.
they must have left behind a few too many pieces.
That probably won't like my homie in DR too. You never know. I end up like having some weird tastes. Like I end up like being like, if I hate this person, but if they're somewhat similar, I might actually like that person better if they're better like delivered in the game and stuff. But we'll see. Just wish she wouldn't keep pointing fingers all the time. That as well. That's kind of annoying.
They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by Sakura's second attacker.
The
Or
bottle
Sakura.
that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Oh, God.
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
Respect on that front, at least, because I'm not afraid to admit that either. I'll admit to you guys all the time that I'm a little bit on the idiot side. Sometimes.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
Oh, God.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You
Pretty
did?
soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
Yep. Okay. He's making sense, actually, because Toko was the one in the locker. Yeah. All right.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Well, I guess it happens. Girl's a brick wall, so I'm surprised she didn't crack all 6.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko is hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. New element has been added to the bullet time battles. Oh, god damn it. So far, you've probably been pressing the triangle button during your final strike without a second thought. From now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to... Oh, okay, that's not too bad. You'll select it the same way as the non-stop debate. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Also like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set on mean regardless. Just this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you! Halfway? I thought there was only 6 trials. Unless the last trial is like 8,000 years long. Oh. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh god, another final strike. Eat my ass. Actually, these aren't that bad. Gotta pay attention.
It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No,
Ah,
no.
idiot.
That's enough. I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you.
Shut up. Whatever, get over it.
It's a lie. That's enough. It's a lie.
I beat her ass!
That's enough.
Shit!
I hate you. I curse you. That's enough.
Oh, idiot. Wow, imagine being dumb.
This should prove it.
This should prove it!
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker?
You just think I'm ugly. Literally the best line in this game so far. 100%. Game is condescending. Part of me wants to give Toko a hug, then I remember she turns to a literal psycho when she sneezes. And if you're a cute little boy, she gonna kill you. I think that's how it goes, right? If they're like a cute boy. Like, not even little boy, it's like a cute boy, I think. If she ends up killing them.
They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
She said that very calmly, even though her face was completely, like, freaking out.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again?
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Literally, that probably actually does, like, hit me because, like, I still don't feel like either of them killed her.
Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room.
Wow.
I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Byakuya's got her on a leash.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
dumbass.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling.
Poor Sakura.
When I turned around,
Are we getting a flashback for it?
there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
Oh, God.
When I saw that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines.
Oh. That's right. When she sees blood, she faints, so she probably turned into
I don't
genocide.
remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? You mean... Oh, God damn it.
Guess it's back!
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
What?
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
So wait, real quick. Do they, like, swap between the names sometimes? Because sometimes I see it as Jill, and then some people still say Jack. It's confusing.
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Okay.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
In a way, like, I know he's a dick, but again, or Byakuya, that he has to deal with her.
I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, but anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
And let me guess, Hina's gonna go at him right now. Damn it, never mind. I really thought she was going to. So that's good? You talking like that, and Hina's gonna...
That's that. Let's start the vote.
Oh, she didn't talk shit to him. What the hell? I was like, I saw Hina, I was like, bam! And then, no. Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one.
Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
What about the poison?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Oh, Lord. It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is...
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden,
Okay.
Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
I love how her laugh was in there.
I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Yeah, see, it said Jack there.
No, that's wrong.
It's so confusing. Consistency, please.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
Yeah, I was about to say as well. She still got poisoned. I mean, come on. She's like the strongest person there. You know, like 2 little bottle hits get her. Yeah, she probably was reeled, but still, like, come on. It had to be the poison that she got.
That's just another her live from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
He was freaking poisoned. That has to be it. The evidence that proves that there was an attack up in front of the magazine shelf. Yeah, the bloodstain. I got it!
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The bloodstain by the magazines is proof of that.
Yes.
She must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors.
Fair point.
There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
She killed herself. Literally starting to think that's what she did. If not, someone poisoned her and she accepted it. It's one of those two possibilities. Literally, at this point, the only two suspects, well, no, Hina was a suspect. I knew Toko wasn't going to be a suspect, even though technically she was kind of one. I will admit I got that wrong,
Until
but...
we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
But at least I was right to say she didn't die to that.
oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
No, you dumb bitch. She ran.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door?
No!
While everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Thank you, voice of reason. The reason there's no way Toko was hiding in the locker is because... Oh, that's right. We saw it from the window. I saw it for myself.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside.
Oh, boy.
And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously, Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay, then. Where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
That's because you're overlooking vital information.
Man, hidden facts. Would we really be missing something so important? If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's... Yellow powder, Monokuma file number 4, I always account. The yellow, I'll try Monokuma file, but I think it's...
What was it that
Try this. Oh, well, it's already on there. All right, we'll try this one since it's set to it.
Genocide Jill's attack? And what was it?
There's no other possible cause.
Oh my god,
But
shut
poor
up.
Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot.
You're wrong!
No, it's wrong.
Oh, I was right. Eat dick! Look at me go!
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood.
Blech.
I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
What?
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
Same.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Thank you, finally.
Poison?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
Oh god.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
I think it is when there's like, you know, a lot of poison stuff in the chem lab.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
Jesus Christ.
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals.
Okay, girl. Good thing your sundae-shaped head is attached to a nice body.
And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison Byakuya showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. It was on the same shelf as the supplements. I'm positive. Oh yeah, it's Section A, right?
Got it!
I got it!
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
This. I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing. All we could do was stand there and watch. This man is hardcore. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya just was as calm as ever. I'm so blown away. I was so blown away as well. I was like, oh, he gonna kill himself. But I guess not.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Oh, did someone like move the tag or something? I actually don't know.
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out the bits of the content with one finger. Touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with the protein powder. Which would mean that conversely, the poison must be in... Could it be... Oh, god damn it. Oh, good lord! Oh, it's the protein. So I need an R. What? Oh, it went right over my R, you rat fuck. I can't believe you. E, I believe I need next. Oh, yeah, it's E, because I's already there. Okay. E. E. I was legitimately blown away right there. The P just like went right over my, whatever the hell the other letter was. Protein drink. Need an I. That's a T. Now I understand.
Now I understand.
I think it's not a C section.
Poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the... Oh, the protein drink.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know?
Web
I
'em.
do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison.
Oh!
I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Sakura? Evidence that shows who switched them. It has to be. It must be what we found in front of the. That thing, right? Oh. Damn it! I was wrong. Oh, idiot. Not the powder. It was the footprints. I'm dumb. Where the hell's the footprints?
I got it!
Damn my small brain.
Footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving
Thank
their
you for
footprints
stopping
behind.
by.
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
Why are we cut off? What happened? Hina!
Footprints. They're mine.
Hina? Yeah,
If
bitch!
you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep, I did it. I killed Sakura.
Well, I did say her percentage was higher, but I don't know. Part of me still wants to believe Sakura's the one that swapped it out to kill herself.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it.
But that's weird. Why? How did that bottle break? And why didn't she like try to avoid that? Even though I don't really like Hina, I still don't think she's like legitimately the killer.
And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, huh? The only people wearing sneakers here are Makoto and Hina. I got it.
Are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Oh yeah, when he told me to take off my shoes. Makoto, are they yours? No. Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Big brain boy, Byakuya.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her.
I don't know. Part of me still doesn't feel very fully, like, convinced.
She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
And if I'm wrong, I'll admit it. I don't care. But I don't know. Part of it just makes me not want to believe that it was really Hina. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Hina, but...
I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just...
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then...
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
Yes! Thank you.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
I don't know.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
I agree.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well...
Oh.
That doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you
I knew it too, because I remember that the locked door thing was always a thing.
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
So yeah, this does actually seem pretty more obvious then. I get the feeling Hina didn't even realize that that was poison. I feel like Sakura was the one that, like, changed it up or something. Or someone else might have, but I'm pretty certain it was Sakura maybe. It maybe tricked Hina? And then Sakura downed it, and then she ended up locking the room herself, and whoop-a-bam, she died. She suicided.
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
Yeah, I'm starting to think, I want to believe I'm right.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
What's up, Pix?
You didn't notice?
Hello and welcome.
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Join the police? I'm good.
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
I think she's just upset that she got, like, that she might have accidentally killed her friend. I don't know, maybe she's like, because that was like her only best friend, she's like, I don't give a fuck, just kill me. Or she's planning on killing everyone, because I think if they get it wrong, that kills everyone. I don't know.
Please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
Hold on, boy, hold on.
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
At least she can admit that she's an idiot.
So then I moved to section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them.
Wait a minute, that doesn't make sense because there was no footprints near the other section. You're lying! This is actually my first time playing through Danganronpa. I haven't watched the anime or anything. I started it a couple months ago, and it's been going slow, but like not the game, not like the story or anything, but like my playthrough of it, because I normally just end up streaming it. But I've been enjoying it so far, and I've always enjoyed like doing these kind of mystery things as well, so it makes it that much better. So yeah, just make sure no spoilers, because I don't know anything about Danganronpa right now.
Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room.
Drop my controller.
But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out.
That story you just told. First you went to section C to get the poison. Then moved to section A to get the protein, right?
Okay, I think Makoto's also getting the big brain idea that I am.
Meaning you went from section C to section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
Oh, you stream this stuff? Cool. But if that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Big Mac?
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long until you realize that you stupid about the whole situation? Oh, absolutely. 3 to 4 hour streams are rough. I will agree. I've been trying to break them up as well into videos, just so we can get these done more quickly. But god damn, they take forever. They literally take forever. All right, so... All right, let's do this. Okay, yeah, the footprints and the powders, but I'm assuming I'm gonna need.
That's when I grabbed the poison.
Yeah, that's a lie.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah.
You can already tell right off the bat, she's lying from her teeth.
Okay, and then?
I
Through her
moved from
teeth.
section
Wow.
C to section A.
No, you didn't.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. Oh, I gotta readjust. I've been sitting for freaking
You said
for
you went to
freaking 2
get the
hours
poison
now.
from section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
Then where's your footprints, girl? Oh yeah, like my main content is Koei content or Warriors content. I'm very blessed to have people that are like around no matter what I play, which I really do appreciate. But you got to be able to just play or stream or do whatever you feel or record, whatever you honestly love. And this kind of stuff I do love, so that's why I constantly play, regardless of whether or not it gets good views. Which thankfully it's been doing decent with like the amount of viewage I usually get on this channel. So I'm very thankful to people who do watch my Danganronpa stuff. So.
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein.
But nonetheless, like, yeah, as long as you're playing and recording what you love, then you can keep doing this for a very long time.
But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A.
2.6k sub. Damn, you're doing good for yourself.
That contradicts what you just said.
The goal for this channel, probably 1k by next year. I know it's not going to happen this year, just realistically speaking. But I'm confident that we can get a lot of supporters for next year. But yeah, sometimes it is what it is with how many viewers people end up getting.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
Shut up,
No,
Yasuhiro.
that can't be
Wrong.
it. Remember what Hina just said?
Put on different shoes. What do you mean put on different shoes? No, I mean regardless. No, we all know it's her footprints because also I don't think they have a separate pair of shoes and everything. What we're getting at is like where are all her footprints from section C over to section A? It's not possible because there aren't any at all. Oh, well, thank you very much for the sub and like. I appreciate it. For people who are new and watch this stuff as well, you are now when you sub to this channel, you were part of the Jigoku army, who I don't have her up right now, but this is honestly my OC or character, whatever you want to call them. They are the main reason why I'm playing this game, because so many people are always like, your character looks so much like Junko, and I'm like, first of all, shut up, because I'll admit she does up to degrees. The difference with her is that she has pink hair, kind of like the character that you see now, red eyes. She has roses for her twin tails to tie them up, but she has a completely different outfit and stuff. Airgens is showed up. A dude Airgens who is like, who I assumed dead during all these videos and live streams.
What the? Hina.
But yes, when you are part of this, when you sub to this channel, you have now brought yourself to the Jigoku army, otherwise known as Team Anguish. That is what my girl Kuno is, Team Anguish. I actually have someone who drew Kuno in the Danganronpa style, and she was actually part of the thumbnail and everything, so you probably have already saw a glimpse of her. But she's actually getting a whole new look as well, which is really exciting, and Omizazomi is going to be doing that. And it looks, and because she does probably one of the best Kunos that I've seen so far.
Well... You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious.
Was he in the last live stream? Oh. That's right, you were. My B.
The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A.
My bad.
So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
I'll show the favorite. You all have seen this, and it's literally on the thumbnail for those of you who already.
Well,
But I'll show. I'll put Kuno up just for a split second.
What the hell? What's going on here?
What's going on here is that you were actually wrong in your conclusion there, Byakuya.
And the footprints aren't the only problem
Dumbass.
with her account.
Feels good to call Byakuya a dumbass.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
She is schooling Byakuya right now, and I love it. I love it.
New evidence? Impossible. There can't be.
All right, so here she comes. Here comes the Empress. So as you can clearly see, yes, there is some similarities to her, aside from her twin tails being a lot shorter and stuff like that. I think, at least. But yeah, that's Kuno right there. That is pretty much my face of the channel, and I made her about 4 years ago. At this point, and people are like, you should play Danganronpa because it'll remind you of your character Kuno, who looks a lot like Junko. And I was like, all right, whatever, I'll do it. And so I've actually been thoroughly enjoying it. But there are, from what I've seen in clips and everything, there are some differences between Kuno and Junko. But whatever.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people,
Main
missed such a
difference,
vital
thick.
clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Piece of
It had
glass.
sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
Oh!
But what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Makoto's like, I'm just as lost as you are. What the hell are you talking about?
If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Shard of light blue glass. Oh, I know what it is.
I got
Web 'em.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Yeah, she's going to be getting a completely different look and everything. So, well, not completely different. She's keeping her twin tails. I guess she's keeping the thick to her as well. And she's keeping the mask. But she's getting, outfit-wise, she's getting something completely different. Because the outfit is from one of the Dynasty Warriors games. Because I made her originally from there 4 years ago. But I'm trying to make her different and look more unique. And I think I have an outfit that literally is going to be beautiful on her. So someone's going to be drawing that out within the coming month. According to what Hina told us, Section A of the shelf.
the bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a
Will
piece
she
of
dab?
glass from the
Who?
rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Are you talking about Kuno? No.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, now hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that.
Great.
But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can.
Dabbing in 2019? Are you high?
After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
God, he is just losing his goddamn mind right now.
How can you know what I don't know?
Because clearly, you ain't that smart. Byakuya is low-key annoying. He can be, yeah. I will agree. Like, he's not a horrible character in my books, but he can be annoying. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying
Pop.
someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time.
God, he's losing it.
It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Oh, get it. Good.
No, it's wrong.
Bam.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
All the detective stuff just makes me wonder if there are any outtakes for this series like the Ace Attorney anime. Was there? Was there outtakes for that? Huh. I actually had no idea if that was the case.
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It
God.
shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
Oh my God, he is blown away.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it?
Feel free to call me an idiot, but I had no idea there was a Danganronpa manga. Yeah, there's a Danganronpa manga anime, I think. Well, I know the anime, but I think a manga. I'd imagine there is.
As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can.
Yeah, I'll look up those outtakes. That sounds really interesting.
But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison?
Because you all weren't giving her a chance to, like, prove herself and all that, so she wanted to kill herself.
I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Yeah, there's an anime, but I refuse to watch it. Only because Chryzeros, the one who's been doing my Danganronpa OCs in that style, he told me to play the game over watching the anime. I'm sure the anime isn't horrible, but he just told me I much higher prefer you playing the game than the anime. I was like, all right.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing.
Did this man actually say please?
We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. Sakura.
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
The anime is just an abridged version of the game, really? Wow. Yeah, I've been hearing not so great things. Like, people say like the style of it is all well and dandy, but I've been hearing like not great things about the anime. Like, not saying it's horrible, but I haven't been hearing great things about it.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
I think he's evolving.
You're lying! Stop lying!
As far as anime adaptations of games go, Blaze Blue and DMC are some of my least favorite. DMC, what, Devil May Cry? You're not talking about Devil May Cry, are you?
Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went into Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hina with it. I have to make her accept it. Oh, no. Not, are we doing another freaking final trick? God damn it. Ugh.
You're a liar.
No, you.
Insane. Wrong. You're wrong.
No,
I'm
you.
telling you, I did it. Stop talking. You're a liar. Wrong.
No,
You're
you.
Wrong. Wrong. You're wrong. I hate you.
Whoa, easy, girl. Said you're annoying, but I don't hate you. God. At least I don't think I do.
What are you saying? Wrong. You're wrong. I'm telling you, I did it. Stop talking.
No.
You're a liar. Wrong. You're wrong.
Oh, crap.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Yes, I do.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
Airgens, ban Airgens from the chat. Spewing lies. Literally, that's all I just keep saying. That's all I could say. Like, she kept throwing crap at me, so I just went, no, you. Oh, no.
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
I like the Devil May Cry games where the anime was a letdown. It really had an anime? I had no idea it even had one. I need to play the DMC games. I know that they have like 1 through 4 in like a pack.
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled.
I would like to try out, because I only played a little bit of DMC 3 or 4, but I haven't tried out any. I want to be able to play the other games too. Like, I've seen cutscenes and stuff and some people play it, but I want to be able to experience it myself. And when I watch people play it, I don't really watch the entirety of it because I want to eventually like play it and like enjoy it myself. So maybe that could be something I do down the line as well.
Who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep.
Oh no.
Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because...
Shut up.
Because I killed her!
Does she realize if we get it wrong, we all die? If she like convinces us that she's the killer, that kills all of us, doesn't it?
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison and the unsolved mystery of the locked room.
Here's my answer.
Here's my answer.
The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
You can get the whole series on PS4. 1 and 2 are a tad rough around the edges, especially 2, but it's an overall fun series. Yeah, like I want to be able to do it. Good stream material. Oh, what, DMC? I'd love to. Like, I absolutely will. I have no problem like trying out other things.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Yeah.
So you're saying it was suicide?
Yes. The man said it himself, finally.
I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
Okay.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up.
The one who killed Sakura was me, Dio.
Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it.
Damn it, I want to watch JoJo.
All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
She wanted to create the locked room. I got it!
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
Whew.
I'm sure she locked
All
herself
coming
in
together.
so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead.
Not really a spoiler, but you're at the climax now with the comic and all that after this. Oh, thank God.
And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
I felt like this one was probably the easiest one. It really did feel like Sakura had, as Android 16 says, no other option, and just decided to just kill herself. Because, like, the only people I could assume would probably, like, lock the room was either going to be Sakura or somehow a Monokuma. Because I know there's multiple Monokumas and stuff, but because I know Monokuma could technically, like, appear and disappear or whatever. But, I definitely think it made the most sense that Sakura would be the one to lock the room and kill herself. Nobody. Makoto. I got it!
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
The final trials? What does that mean?
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
There was also an animated movie for Bayonetta that was pretty good. Felt like that got the series vibe more than the DMC anime. Even though you're saying it wasn't great, I still want to see the DMC anime to just see what it looks like. I have to get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
So she took her life to make everyone else last longer? What a gal. I'm telling you, man, Sakura is a good girl.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept.
Like, I would trust Sakura. I don't give a crap if she was being a spy. Like, what did she really do as a spy, though? Like, did she really reveal anything, like, very, very handy to Monokuma? It didn't really feel that way. I don't know why.
There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
Is it on Hulu? I might check it out then afterward.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
But yeah, now you really made me want to watch JoJo. Again. I got everyone. Whoa! Ogre? Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed? I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground.
Yeah, I always did wonder, like, how the hell did that get on top of the glass? That was one thing I was confused about. Either, like, Sakura threw it when they were, like, trying to bash through the window or something, or someone put it there after the fact.
Honestly,
without noticing.
You should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
That's true,
The
too.
Hina I
But she
know
didn't.
never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide.
Wah wah.
In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation.
Also, just random note just popped in my head because I looked at the time. Don't forget, daylight savings for if that affects anyone. Because I know it affects me. We gain an hour now. Yeah! I kind of wish that was like on a day, like the next day I work. So that way I could sleep an extra hour, but you know, it'd be like that.
As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence. And yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Bitch!
No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
God up. I think she actually legitimately is just trying to get everyone killed
It's
now.
enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
Oh yeah, the extra hour thing is here as well, yeah, unfortunately. Like, I don't mind it when we gain an hour, but when we lose an hour, that's the one I hate the most. I'm like, why? Like, it shouldn't really affect us. I know so many people have like tried to like make it so that thing goes away, but apparently they're all like, no, we need to do it. We need to keep that.
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Oh, it's like the vote. Oh no! Yeah, this part, yeah. Kristen literally just told me about this. Okay, so this is showing people reading the notes. So obviously this is Byakuya. Why does he have a sick-looking, like, expression on his face? Even the art style on this, like, it's sloppy, but it looks like it's a good kind of sloppy, in my personal opinion. I actually kind of like this one. Let's see. So it's showing that she's, I guess, this one? Or is it this one? I'll keep looking just in case. Okay, there's just Hiro and everything, and then there's Sakura, and there's the bottles, and then Yasuhira's like, take that, bitch! And then I imagine, was there one with I guess it's this, with the chess piece, showing that it got there, and then we need to look for the thing with Toko's bloody name, I guess, where he wrote it. And then he bolted, he's like, I'm out! And then... I feel like this is wrong, though. I feel like this is her, like... Yeah, okay, hang on. I think I need to change this. Oh, I need that to be back here. And that... Wait, nope. And that there. Because it's, like, showing her going into the locker, I think. And then this is going to be her... Because she's still in the locker here. So maybe this is her, like, witnessing and, like, peeking out, like, oh, God... Zone of the Enders also got an anime. Wasn't too great, but it was fun. I don't think I've heard of that. All right, so next we need this. So... Oh, this is her putting the magazine in. So we need to... Wasn't there a picture of that? Yes, this thing. And then Sakura's like, oh my God, are you all right? And then she faints, and then Genocide Jill comes out, and she's like, I'm gonna beat your ass with this bottle here. Imagine this is where the queen thing is. And then she grabs the pieces, apparently really pathetically, and then bolts out. I like how she has a little cartoony kind of thing going on there. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Next I need something for here. I guess maybe holding the bottle? Oh, yeah. I didn't look at that part right there. And then this, and then... Is it showing Hina as the actual culprit? Wild. The hell's that? Is that a pocket? Or a bag? Oh, I think I see. Okay, so there's the chemicals, and this is where Hina revealed the chemicals there. Let's see.
Killer is you!
Sakura herself!
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya.
Kinda wish they had an autoplay button.
But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room.
It sounded like he said entered the womb. I was like, whoa!
Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Crash, everything, God.
He grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack.
Jill, Jack, you know.
When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. And she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened, knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina.
I love how they did make these like these reveals like super like weird, but like suspenseful and all that.
That's
and
the
over the
whole
top.
truth of the case. Sakura took her own life And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Because you ain't as smart as me.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Bitch. Hey, 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 hey. Hey! Yeah, we finished the case, pretty much. Hell yeah. Master of
Okay.
detective
I think
work.
we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me.
I forgot he was even in this room. He was quiet the entire trial, which is very different.
Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened?
I imagine Sakura.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Argent's got a really big hate against Byakuya.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
When a kudere tells you to use feelings, you know you messed up. True? Oh, it was Sakura. Part of me feels like something's still gonna happen, though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire...
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. There's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of
What are you
us.
thinking?
And yet you... Why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. Oh, so she a bitch. She a bitch. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You should have been the one to die.
Okay. I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you're gonna take all of us with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. I don't think me / Makoto did anything. We all have to pay for our crimes. We're serious?
What is this?
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. I knew for, like, the reason why she set this up, she wanted to get us all killed. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness.
You tried to protect me, but because of me, my closest friend got hurt. Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Oh, I got Raspy there. I got Sakura Raspy there by accident. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked me to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you... Hina. Please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy. They're friends. Oh, that hurts. And, like, 2 of them literally bludgeoned her with a goddamn bottle. Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
why?
And yet... Kapow. I like how it didn't show Toko doing it, though. You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding. Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. You believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
Forgive you.
You have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? Desperate? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
She had hope. Well, that didn't work out well. That's how far you push her. Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait right here. I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
So glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that? I have a favor to ask. A favor? I'd like... Oh, okay. She said it herself. Never mind. Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. Oh, she crying. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf, Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by that time I got there, it was already too late. That's when she locked herself in the room and poisoned herself.
Please.
Let me in. Please open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? Shouldn't that be with a question mark? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina, we killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. God damn, dude. Jesus Christ. Relax. I get it. And that's why you tried to lead us astray? You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her, excuse me, of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
Insane.
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
In other words...
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Dad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all by me, baby. Oh, it was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put it in her room. What? Then... You lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help... Excuse me, wow. I can't help if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. It didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? I mean, Just a tiny bit, actually, when you think about it. If you didn't give that false thing, then this trial would have been, maybe, well, I guess, no, not the outcome, but he did drag it on. Good lord. The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Okay, well, the jerking each other around part was definitely because of him, though. 100%. Because if he didn't put that suicide note on there, or the fake one, probably could have actually gone a lot quicker. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
You know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
Hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez. Talk about a buzzkill. All right, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
Bomb! They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying to desperately stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. That's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
This is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. Disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder. Oh, so suicide, commit murder on herself.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is...
Yep.
myself.
What a woman! If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. You know, aside from Hina trying to kill all of us in one trial. Bitch. When I die, the source of conflict among all of you dies with me. For that, I am willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning.
What a woman!
Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
And Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
Wait!
She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us.
Correct.
Didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. Sacrificed so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
She wrote all this in one page? That's impressive. The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please, don't be sad. If I can thwart the mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I mean, we're looking at the handwriting. We're seeing the writing right there, where she's using the brush. Like, that's a lot of, like, words she's saying in such... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 8 lines? 8.5 even? The hell? I write 2 sentences with 8, because I write so big. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible.
Yes, killing yourself is never the answer. By no means do I ever say killing is a good thing to do. Or killing yourself is a good thing to do, I should say. But in this kind of situation, she wanted to save everything and everyone. And if that meant she had to do that, then that was pretty much her only option. Because that mastermind was letting her decide, you kill someone, your dojo lives. If you don't kill anyone, there goes your dojo, and I imagine your family as well. So trying to make a decision like that to try to save everyone, be selfless like that, that's the complete opposite of weak. What she did is not like what Kyoko said. No one would do that for another friend. Like, people could say it, but it's very rare when you run into people like that. And you need strength in order to try to protect everyone in the only way you can, because especially since the mastermind pretty much has control of everything, like, he can do anything and ruin anything for her. So if he wanted to destroy that dojo, he could have done it. If Monokuma wanted to have her kill someone to protect that dojo, he was definitely going to make that happen. He or she. I know that people say it's Junko and stuff, but regardless of that. But so yes, in no means is killing yourself a good thing. But when you come into situations where you have no options left, and you want to protect everything, and your only option is to do this, then that actually is a very strong thing to do. It's not her retreating. It's not her doing that. It's not her giving up. It's her pressing forward and doing something that most people would never do in order to make everything she cares about safe. So you could say no, but it actually is a very, very clever thing to do, for one. I mean, yes, again, killing yourself, never good. But in this situation, you have to do that in order to protect everything you love. People have made self-sacrifices in video games and all that stuff before, and they did it because that was the only option that they had. So, in my personal opinion, I think this was the best course of action for her to do. And it sucks because she was one of my favorite characters, if not my absolute favorite character so far in this story, Chihiro aside. So, me personally, I really do applaud her for being strong in order to do that. Because she literally protected every single thing. She could have tried to find the mastermind, but at the same time, she probably could have been gunned down because there were turrets and stuff everywhere. Literally no one could really actually try to find her. Or him, whoever the hell Monokuma is. So, you make it sound like it's that easy, but if she attempts to do that, she's probably going to get killed because, like I said, they have turrets and everything in that school. Hell, they had spikes come out and kill Junko. Like, hello, it would have been pointless. So she did what she could, honestly.
Hina, whatever it takes, survive. So no matter what,
Fuck,
just survive.
But...
I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close, and still...
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was, like, totally pointless.
Oh.
She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, the death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead. She deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean next victim? Nobody here blames anyone. First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste. Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either. What? Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how it's supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey.
Your enemy is each other. Whoops. He's absolutely right about that. Ah, love you, Byakuya. You understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game. Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost the sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
Well, what's going on here? Wow, my voice. Now I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear now.
And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism. If that's what you're thinking. Whoever master goes, I go. And if... Oh, fuck. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone...
Hey.
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring. And nothing good can come of this. I'm still going to be the one having the fun time.
The heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You to punish you guys?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time.
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna...
But...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no. Just because the black end is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bear ×1 rule.
Listen up!
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. It's alter ego, isn't it? Special guest?
Let's give it everything we've
It's
got.
alter ego, isn't it?
It's punishment time!
It's alter ego, isn't it? I'm calling it. It's alter ego. Oh, I called it. It's alter ego. I'm smart. It's the only other possible, like, outcome, in my personal opinion. So it made sense that it was going to be alter ego, in all honesty. So this wasn't really shocking at all. No, he ain't going to pick Byakuya, you fool. I called it. That disappointed. Oh, it got transformed into a Monokuma ball, I guess. That's cool. You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk. Phew, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, you didn't work out. You just used a machine. Chicken's where it's at, and I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, boiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at. I don't know. I guess I want to roll with this trial, I guess, today.
So,
I honestly, and also because of this, I actually almost forgot about alter ego as a whole. And I forgot that we did something risky with alter ego. So that's why I was like, it's probably going to be alter ego. Because he also said special guest. And I was like, there's no one really else here that could be special guest. And they're going to have someone that's going to be, like, meaningful to you. So, of course, alter ego would be the best option there. I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. Why muddy? It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend! He mad. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's a pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up. Oh, damn. Okay. He getting... It wasn't just a laptop. He was my friend. And you killed him. Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So, you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with that laptop. I knew you were going to use it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data in my laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
Of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Yeah, about that. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
Very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. Oh, okay. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad. Like, just unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's this... excuse me. There's still a bit more left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Okay, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dual set tones. Yours truly. Okay. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully, it'll act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery at this school. What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off on the whole time I've been here. But I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Whoopsie daisy! That was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory. Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. What? You can't just stop at the most important bit? It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh?
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid. You stupid idiot. It's just to get back at you for all the hardening you... wait, it's just to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I'd ever let you greaseballs have it. But...
Too bad.
Sucks for you, loser. Damn. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. Let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? You won't lay down and die, she'll fight you. Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know? Maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard. Oh. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message. Her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Ooh.
What?
Hey.
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? I guess I'm slowly killing it. I don't know. I'm just unraveling everything, that's all. What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? Oh, God. And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off? And the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo.
Well, the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
What?
So, now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get out of here. But, Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost that... I would have never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? Haven't you reached a point where I need someone... Wait, I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No.
What? Capture his flag? The fuck does that mean? I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master. Oh. What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
He got hit hard there. I meant you're good at solving these cases before they're actually solved. I'm just going by evidence and stuff. Just going by the evidence, seeing what I see, going by what I think. That's right. I called you a sleazeball because you are sleazeball. Apparently, you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No.
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're gonna make me jealous. I want the abuse give and take. Me. Can I leave the room now? Guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. Well, that definitely lightened the mood, I guess, at least, right? And so, Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. The story wasn't even close to over. Why? Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us. Capture his flag. Ding dong, bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m.
Oh my god.
Officially nighttime.
Hey, I'm trying to get my flag captured.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. What? Wake up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber into hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. Oh, it's just Kyoko. Of course it is. How'd you get in my room?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
How'd you get in the room? In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door! It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. Dumbass! It was unlocked? Are you serious? Always, and you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it? 3 o'clock in the morning, of course. Of course! That was a long one, but I still think, I think we still hit some longer ones before that. But unfortunately, we don't have a save point yet, so we have to keep going. Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? I'll just progress the damn dialogue. It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. Fuck. What's your favor?
So...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered. The data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Kinky. Without another word, she was gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. Well, not anymore, I guess. All right, let's go. I made my way into the half-hour school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. Fuck! I could have ended it there. I just realized I gotta save the game there. Eventually, I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Toko's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. Is she maybe inside already? Put my hand to the door, and with a certain amount of force, rattle, rattle, didn't open. I tried again, but rattle, rattle, must be locked. Was it Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up, mister? Ah! Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know? Oh, well, You're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But I can see that, you dolt. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. It looks like you might break in at any second, so I thought I'd just give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. Stop being weird and go to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko!
You too?
Everybody said for me.
You guys?
Whatever. The two of you just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
You did a whole fucking ton of nothing except crush a laptop. Oh my goodness. Shut up, bitch. Come on, Makoto. Let's head back. What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's just go. Okay. Yeah. Go on. Get out of here. Shoo. Even though I'm off, I like trying to voice as Monokuma. It's fun. We left and went back to our rooms. And then...
Goodbye.
So, bye. Oh, hold on. Listen, all that about just now. Woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just so happened to be locked. And then she shows up late when we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that? Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. But as I turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Oh.
The one they call the ultimate despair.
Oh, okay.
Watch out for her.
Oh, I like how it changed it to a 7 question mark. Oh, it's Alter Lump. I'm assuming that's technically Alter Ego as that. Yes, let me save. All right, mission accomplished.
Ikusaba.
We're going to leave it here because it's saved. All right, guys, so this is the best stopping point, best cliffhanger. We finished the chapter finally, even though it was 3.5 goddamn hours. I was like, oh, well, if I just do the investigation and the trial, forgetting how long trials can be, and aftermath for that matter, we'll be done within, like, I don't know, maybe 2 hours at best, if even. 3.5 hours. But all right, guys, so that is going to be the end of the stream. Hope you all did enjoy it. I assume you did, because you all crushed the like button. Even when you first came in, you guys were crushing the like button. You guys were very active in the chat, which is pretty rare, honestly, in a Danganronpa stream. So hopefully next time we could do that as well. Maybe I could try to aim, because I know I mentioned this prior, but maybe every once in a while, if we get to like small stuff like this, I could do videos of Danganronpa. But when it comes to like really, really important stuff, like our class trial and investigation stuff, maybe we could do live streams for that. So maybe we could start doing that from now on. We'll see how I feel. I want to try to do Danganronpa on Saturdays, or because, yeah, mostly on Saturdays. So we'll try to see if we can aim for that. But all right, guys, for now, that is going to be the end of the stream. Like I said, thank you guys very much for being in here. Thank you very much for hitting the like button, commented down here in the chat. If any of you who watch this later do enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button. Once again, big thank you for the awesome commissions. If you look at the thumbnail of my Kuno, thank you very much for Cry Zeros for your amazing work. And, of course, also Amiza Somi, who did an amazing, incredible job with my Hikari. Possibly my favorite Hikari commission I've ever done. Because she looks absolutely beautiful. I can just feel the hope radiating off of her. And if you're new to the channel, the content that you see, then be sure to hit that sub button as well, because we're going to be doing some more Danganronpa. So if you're a Danganronpa fan, then be sure to hit that sub button, because we're going to be doing even more. We're going to be playing the next 2 games as well, even when this game is done. So that being said, guys, thank you all very much for watching the live stream. I'll see you all next time we stream this, or whenever I stream another video at all. So, guys, again, thank you very much. Have a good evening.